night I still hear her sometimes, crying like she needs me. I get up and I walk round the house, turning on all the lights, like as if I'm sleepwalking. But then I notice myself in the mirror and I realise I'm dreaming again.
What are you talking about?
Your sister.
My sister?
Yes, you had a sister once. It was a long time ago, before I met your father. With a sailor. A young man I hardly knew, but I was very young and he was young, and he took me out places, made me laugh. You know how it is. Anyway, when he found out, he left me. And have a baby in those days, it was unthinkable. I was on my own. After she was born, we came here. Just her and me. It was summer. I called her Marianne after my sister. She had these big, beautiful eyes, green. We were on our own, and I took her out every day in her pram. But we didn't know anybody. We were totally on our own. I couldn't even make small talk with the other mothers on the beach, in case they asked too many questions. I did tell some people that her father was abroad, that he was in the army, but I think they saw through that. Oh, but at night, the noise she made. Oh. She kept on and on. It was awful. I don't know. It cut right through me, right to the bone. I don't know. It just drove me mad. It's the only way I can explain it. I was mad. Well, one night there was a dance on in town, in the Old West Pier. Of course, all the young people went along, and I wanted to go, but Marion and we sat on the beach, and something had happened that day. She started to cry again. I took her out of the pram, and I started shouting at her. Really, really shouting, and she was crying even more than ever. So I put her down on the sand and walked away as quickly as I could. I could hear the poor thing crying for me as I went along. She couldn't even crawl, she wasn't big enough. So I just sat in the sand dunes, closed my eyes, and blacked out, I suppose, and when I came to, the tide had come in and had taken her away. I got up and walked home as best I could, took a sedative and fell asleep. For years I thought her little body would be washed up and would bring the whole thing out into the open, but it never did, and no one ever found out. And eventually I went away and met your father, and the whole thing seemed to fade. Do you believe in God? I used to, with all my heart I did. But if I saw her again, in the next world I mean, I wouldn't know what to say.
You shouldn't wander off like that. I've been worried sick. I'm sorry. She does this sometimes. She's not very well. Come on.